briefly spoke to you guys about, but I wanted to give you guys some actual visuals today. The 4 personality types and how you should engage with them as well, because it's so important to know and understand who's in front of you. You can't just do the same thing over and over again with everybody, because like it's like this. It's like you trying to close everyone on a one call close. There's some people that have literally grown up their whole life by their parents telling them, don't you dare buy on the first chance. Like I grew up, I swear, with Imran. He used to batter me, literally batter me for impulse buying. He's like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, what's impulse buying? I didn't even know what impulse buying was then as well. It was like, I'll just go and like, if I like something, I'll just buy it. It was like, yeah, you got freaking clothes. You're wasting your money. Because when we used to go to these events,
Guys, I'm going to stop it. Jabran went and bought a massager, a back massager for like £300. £300! You know the
my
massages
dad, man.
that you can go online. You can go online and buy it for like 20 quid. £300 because he got impulse. But it came from a good place. He wanted to do something for his father. He saw it. He saw that it's going to help. But he got closed. But that was early when he didn't really. He was good at sales, but he didn't understand the whole of what was going on. Obviously, I can see what's happening. So I'm like, bro, they've impulsed you and they've closed you, and you spent £300. And then you know what he did then though? He was like, it doesn't matter. I always remember.
Obviously, mindset, innit?
No, but yeah. So guys, this is really important. You need to understand the personality types. Guys, please pay attention.
Okay, yeah. Next slide, Imran. Okay, as sales professionals, guys, we meet and interact with people on a daily basis. With some personality types, it feels like we are on the same wavelength the moment you start interacting with them. With other personality types, we struggle to get on the same. Has anyone ever had that? Like, there's some phone call that you can have. You're like, this guy's my vibe, man. Yeah, like we're like boys. But then there's some people that you're speaking to. You know how like a bit like how I was feeling at the start when I'm cracking jokes and no one's freaking laughing. Like, none of these guys are on my vibe. But there's some people that, you know, like when you come on a sales call, like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, yeah, I'm good. Who's watched that serious guy on my sales call? Yeah, by recording the air. Yeah, very serious. Yeah. This can be highly destructive when it comes to your sales calls and their outcomes. As sometimes it only takes a few moments and you have lost the sale. Or if you fail to understand who you have before you, you may not fully understand how to deal with them. If you don't know who's in front of you and you're just doing the same thing with everyone, trying to close everyone, you're going to lose like 80% of your sales. 80%. The solution to this is to learn to speak the same language and connect with other personality types. Yes, there are people different to you guys. Like, we're not all the same. Like, everybody in this room over here right now, we're all different in one way or another. Look at how Suleiman has convinced himself he's my twin. And he's eventually going to convince all of you guys he's my twin. But you know what I like about that? What I like about that? I'm going to force him to level up. Like, don't be acting all shitty. And don't be having a shit mindset. Like, his mindset has already changed. Like, I swear to God, before he met me, he was a bit of a pussy. I'm not gonna lie. He was a bit of a pussy. Now he's a gangster, I swear. Like, I love it. Like, he gives me the Les Brown and Eric Thomas talk. I'm like, yeah, now I'll let you call me your twin. I'm your twin. Because I can see him evolving. Look at what he's doing psychologically. Yeah, that's my twin. Oh yeah, guys, you guys are not gonna recognize me and him. Look, I have to take my blazer off just so like you guys don't mix us up. But yeah, Imran, next slide, please.
I just want to give a little shout out to Sully as well. Honestly, the guy's come so far from when I first met him, and it's just really impressive. And the thing is, we all have that same opportunity. The difference is like he's actually taking on board what we're saying. He's constantly out there. I mean, look, today he's the only guy that I've seen that's going around actively finding everyone's socials. He's noting them down and he's going to be connecting with you guys later. How many of you guys are doing that? But this guy's implementing what we're talking about. You know, it's very easy for you guys to listen and be like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. And later on, you're going to forget everything we're speaking about and you're just going to go about your days. Choose something, find something that's going to change, implement it. Actually make that change. Don't just talk about it.
I've saw a few people. I think Freddie, you were collecting people's socials. You let stalker. You were working.
Thank you for observing.
Yeah, but like guys, I also want to point out, there's one female in this room, sorry Afifa, how many of you guys have actually made her feel welcome, or even just gone and spoke to her or whatever, or like, I don't know, how many? 2 people. Pretty shame on you, man.
I went to speak to her, she slapped me. I'm only joking.
No, but guys, sometimes it's awkward. Like, I remember, man, but you know, when I became a holiday rep, I was the only colored guy on the whole island. Like the only, I felt so odd, but I was like, screw it, I don't care. I love being different anyway, so I was like, yeah, okay. But there were some people, like I remember like when we had like one Jamaican kid, he joined the team and he felt so odd. And he felt that odd, he just left. He said, oh nah man, they're all racist. And I don't know if they were or whatever, like some Greeks can be very racist, and they probably were. But it's look, everyone, and I know, like, you know, you shouldn't differentiate like males and females or whatever, but some people sometimes feel a bit like Afifa's just sat in a chair since she's been here. Maybe she feels a bit intimidated and shy or whatever, because there's so many guys over here. So you guys should, you know, what I always teach you guys, go and put some good out there. Go and do something positive. Be nice. That's my point. Anyway, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This quote, I swear, oh my God, it did so much. It took me a while to understand it first. I'm not going to lie. So I'll say it one more time. Seek first to understand before being understood. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen first, then speak. Listen more, then you speak. Next slide, please. Okay, in many cases we speak first and often because we're looking for people to understand us. If we seek to understand others first, we're more likely to listen before we speak. Seek first to understand means to truly listen to people when you engage in conversation. It consists of listening with a totally open mind. So don't just say, oh yeah, I'm going to listen to them and I'm going to let them, you know how like some sales trainers be like, oh, if the client is speaking for 80% of the time, you're doing a really good call, but you're not even freaking paying attention to what they're saying. So how is it going to be a really good call? Actually actively listen with an open mind, as if you were listening to what is being said for the first time. Next slide, please.
So real quick, guys, this is really important because this is major in sales. By actually listening and understanding from someone else's point of view, you're also actually utilizing empathy. Empathy is major in being successful in all ventures. So having empathy and understanding the other person's point of view, 1, is going to help your sales. 2, it's going to help you ingratiate yourself into teams. 3, it's going to help you relationships in your personal life. Guys, have empathy. You know, in this day and age, a lot of us are selfish. We're always just thinking about me. Like, they need to understand where I'm coming from. No. Understand where the other person's coming from. Have some empathy. Take that time to see it from their point of view. It's going to help you in all aspects, not just sales. Okay?
Which fish are you talking to? Now, some of you guys are going to probably hear this for the first time. And I'm probably one of the very few people that breaks it down into fish. Some people break it down into colors and all sorts and whatever. To find out what language you should use, you first have to find out which fish you are talking to. Yeah, I put everybody in fish categories. Is this a dolphin? Is this an urchin? Is this a shark? Or is this a whale? And I'm going to break that down for you as well. Everyone is different, so we need to agree that. Do we all agree everybody's different?
Yeah.
And they need to be spoken to differently. Like, we already know that. You know, like, I speak Pakistani as well. So if you speak in Bengali, I'm probably somewhat going to understand you. They think about the world differently. Do you know that? Some people have different views of the world. And they have different wants, needs, and desires. What motivates one person may not motivate the other. So understand that they look at the world differently. They have different wants, needs, and desires. These 4 fishes, the whales, the sharks, the dolphins, and the urchins, these fishes personify 4 different personality types. Let's go through them one by one. The first off, we have the whales. The whales. Now, you know, as I'm going through this, guys, some of you guys are going to be like, yo, shit, I'm a whale. Not like physically or whatever, but like, you'll be like, oh yeah, shit, I'm a whale, or I'm a dolphin. So I want you to think about, as I'm going through this, guys, actively, I want you guys to think about, do I embody some of these? Or am I this? Or am I that? Whales are people that are constantly seeking how they can help others. Ask them for anything and they will go out of their way to help you. Creating and being in a great community is highly important to them. They are constantly asking themselves, how can I serve others? How can I help others? Like, let me tell you, actually, I'm not going to tell you, I want you to observe yourself. They love listening, they love hugs, they are polite and caring. They are polite and caring. And will probably start crying on the calls too. Everyone loves a whale. Whales and many people are attracted to them. They're just kind people. These are some of them like are your nurses. They're like whale kind of people as well. We'll go on to the next one. Urchins. My not so favorite ones. But anyways, not that I have anything against them, but they just don't want cold close, just so you know. Urchins will never want cold close as well. They want to understand everything first. For these people, knowledge and facts are the most important when it comes to decision making. Guys, I swear to God, man, if you guys understand this training, oh my God, you watch what happens to your sales. I promise you. Remember, some of you guys are probably understanding, probably not. Let yourself understand later. But what you write down is what you're going to remember later as well. But these...
Real quick, guys, so just remember, on the last slide, Jabran spoke to you guys about whales. How many of you guys are actually going beyond what he's just said? So not only are you now understanding the person's personality type, you now need to figure out how to effectively sell to them. That's what we're teaching you. But are you guys actually taking on board what we're doing? So now you understand the personality type. If you're speaking to a whale, how do you sell to them? Hey, this is going to give you the opportunity to help your family. This is going to give you the opportunity to serve the people in your family. This is going to help you spend more time with your kids. Do you guys understand the connection now? Yeah. That's what you would say to a whale to help close them. So we're teaching you the personality types, but you guys then need to use that information to figure out how to close them. So now we're discussing urchins, and the reason I'm mentioning this is because Jabran just said urchins do not one call close. Yeah. So how many of us burn the bridge or burn the opportunity because we're trying to force them on the close because we're serving our needs? Because we want the close. We're attached to the sale. You need to be detached from the sale. You understand you're speaking to an urchin. So what do? You future pace. You take that control, you take it away from them, and you say, hey, what I'm going to do, we're going to get you all the information. I'm going to figure out if it makes sense. If it makes sense, we'll talk about the next steps. And then when you're at the end, you're not trying to fucking jam it down their throat. You're talking to them, and you're setting up the next meeting. Hey, what I'm going to do, I've actually got a call next, I'm really busy, but we've had a great chat. I really think you're going to be good for the program. I'm going to send you some information. I'm going to leave you with that information. And I can't get you in tomorrow because I'm fully booked. What am I doing? Keeping value, power, and control. But I'll get you in on Wednesday. What time suits you? Let's get it. And then we'll figure out the next steps from there. So I'm future pacing. I'm taking control. I'm not trying to close him. And I'm ensuring that I'm getting a good follow-up. Do you guys understand? That's what Jabran will do naturally. And that's what he's showing you right now. But I wanted to make it very clear. That's what we're teaching you guys right now. Take this on board.
You know, some of these things that I'm teaching you guys over here, I swear to God, your business owners that you work with don't even fucking have a clue about this. And they're like, oh yeah, one code close, one code close. They don't have a clue about this. Imagine you sharing this to them. I'm like, oh, like, where did you get this from? Kevin Davids, Rudy Mowers, Ty Lopez, #1 closer. That's who I got it from. And then there's weight on that. So these guys, as we know, for these people, knowledge and facts. Remember this, knowledge and facts are the most important when it comes to making the decision. When everything makes sense and is in order, they are at their best. They're organized, structured individuals, very analytical. Want to know all the details and want to know all the information. And everything you are talking about, they want to know everything. They are not very outgoing either as well, as you can see on my sales call as well. And naturally, they're very slow. They just like to take the time. They're slow and very slow motion people, and they are definitely not the types to make a decision right away. But one thing about urchins is this. There's a good thing about urchins as well. Once they're soulmate, they're locked in. They're locked in and have made up their mind. They ain't going to be like, oh, I want a refund. Or like, oh no, I can't do this or whatever. Once they've decided, they decided. Now imagine guys, you're trying to close. One cold close an urchin. My guy's gonna want to read the agreement.
Yeah.
He's gonna want to see all the visuals and testimonials, everything. Plan all his month, probably year out before he makes a decision. And you're trying to one cold close it. There's probably like 20% of people, probably more people that are urchins. But I'm gonna go into a bit more detail as well, and you'll make sense. Next one, Imran. Sharks.
Let's go.
One of my favorites. Sharks are the opposite of whales, by the way. Like, it's not that they hate helping people, they want to freaking help themselves as well first. But it's not the only thing. These people are searching for what value they can get from a situation. Like, what can I get from this? Personal success is a big motivator for them. The question that goes through their mind is, how can others serve me? Not how can I serve others, how can others serve me? They are very competitive. Very competitive. Second place is first loser kind of people. They want it fast, they want it big. They are big picture people. They don't want the details. They are typically interested in winning and what's in it for them. So, you know when I say big picture people, what is that even making you think? Are they going to want to go through the agreement?
No way.
No way. They don't want that information. How can I make 20 grand a month? Forget what's in the agreement and what's in this and what's in that. How can I make 20 grand? That's what they want to know. They're workaholics, money motivated, typically well dressed, nice watches, nice cars, wear clothing that announces who they are. You know those real like flash clothing. I know a shark. You're going to probably look around in the room and you're like, yo, this guy looks like a shark. Oh, he looks like an urchin. Let's go to the next slide. I want you guys thinking, because I'm going to summarize it all in a few slides as well. Dolphins. Fun is the most important thing for these people. They are super relaxed and not afraid to stand out. They're like the loud people. In the end, life is all about having fun. You're fun people, somewhat organized, but want to know about having fun. They make the most noise. You can spot a dolphin in any room. Do you guys, let's see if someone can guess, anyone outside of me or Imran, who is a bit of a dolphin out of this room right now? Where you go? Yeah. Andre exhibits some qualities of a dolphin. You can spot a dolphin in a room, making money or helping people, maybe a part of them, but not priority. They just want to have a good time. They typically have messy cars, they are typically unorganized, and usually end up late to wherever they go. They will drive urchins nuts. They don't mind being center of attention. The dolphin won't even look at the agreement. Ah, yeah, forget it, don't worry about it. And imagine an urchin watching this. What? Like, you're going to sign the agreement without even reading it. Next slide, please. So, understanding each personality, guys. While some personality types may be obvious than others, some are not. What do I mean by this? Hence why you cannot be judgmental or assume right away. It may just be that somebody may embody more than one personality trait and have a fraction of two or more personalities, and one of the personality types is the most dominant out of all of them. What do I mean by that? There's going to be some people, guys, that are straight out urchins, but then there's also going to be some people that are nowhere near an urchin, but they have a bit of shark, but not all of a shark. They have a bit of a dolphin, but not all of the dolphin. And they have a bit of whale. That person is Jabran. I am a bit of a shark. Like freaking, I want to make money. Do I want to read the agreement? Do I want to know all the details? No, I don't. Do I love helping people? Of course I do. I genuinely love helping people. Am I a bit of a loud person in any room or any environment or whatever? 100% I am. I love having fun as well. Like, I want to have fun while I'm making money. For me, like, part of the fun as well is, like, you know, I don't want to be winning on my own. I want others to win with me as well. So some of you guys may have bits of these personalities. And it's very important to understand, okay, and sometimes someone may look like a shark, but guess what? They're a freaking urchin. They just love dressing sharp, but this guy is not gonna one call close. He's probably even told you, yeah, I wanna make 50 grand a month. But you know, like he's stopping you every now and again. Like, what do you mean by this? And what do you mean this? And what's this? And oh, can I see the agreement? Like straight away, I just know these little questions and things that he's saying. He's straight away. Now, if he's already told you like, oh, is there an agreement? Like, what's the process looking like? What's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen there? It's not that there's anything wrong with this person. You just need to know as a professional. Don't try to force the close. Maybe, and I'm not saying don't ask for the close. Give them a bit of incentive. Be like, hey, just so you know, there's no pressure anyway. If you make a decision on the call, it's this price. If you make a decision within 24 hours, it's that price. But guess what? No problem. Even the full price is a great price. So you dangle the carrot. And some urchins may get really tempted. And be like, you know what? If you already know he's not going to make a decision on the call, say, look, this incentive is for the call. But you know what? I'll give you 24 hours. Now I'm talking urchin language. I'm talking the language of the urchin and what he wants to hear. He doesn't want to make a decision on the call. Look, this is the incentive that we have for people to make a decision on the call. But guess what? You know what? I want to give you 24 hours anyway. I like you. I'll be honest. I'm the one that makes the decisions. Yeah, we like this and we like that or whatever. But I want you to be 100% in with this. Now I'm talking their language. And I'm on the same side as them as well. How far did I get? Okay, for example, you could be okay. I've already said that. This is someone that embodies more than one of the personalities mentioned. Okay, I've done that. Next slide. Okay, exercise. Ask yourselves, guys, which personality type do you belong to? Okay, Andre.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you know what? I really wanna give a I want to give a shout out to a number of people. First of all, Zishan. Everyone, round of applause for Zishan. My guy, one of my best students. One of my best students. But he had to be though. This guy lived with me for years. We've even shared multiple beds together as well, but another story. But I'm just normal. When I sleep, I just sleep, and I'm just like on the side or whatever. This guy had to like build like a wall in the middle with all pillows. But no, honestly,
because he knew you were gonna try and
yeah.
close him.
But honestly, I'm so proud of like the person he's become, and he is becoming. And look, he's a massive whale as well. He's a shark as well. Don't get me wrong. He has some elements of a shark. He wants to make big money, but he's so focused on helping and serving others, he loses track of like the money that he wants to make as well sometimes as well. So I had to like give him a few kicks as well. Suleiman, you've already heard me talk about Suleiman. Ibrahim, we're gonna listen from Ibrahim. But like I was mentioning about Andre. Guys, Andre is someone, you know, when he first came into the coaching program, I was like, I really want to help him, but man, it's gonna be hard work, man. I swear to God, I'm not even like, you know, when there's someone that comes, like, because I want to help everyone, and some people actually turn away for certain things, but this guy's drive, like, literally drive. This guy on our first event, and he's come from London right now. The last time he came on like some long ass coach journey, and like he came all the way to Birmingham, and this was when we first met in Birmingham for a meal. That showed me that this guy is driven and he wants to learn. A lot of you guys have, like, guys, I'm telling you straight right now, I won't forget any of you guys in this room right now, because I'm paying close attention to where you've come from, what you've done today. Like, trust me, you guys have no idea how much attention to detail I have and how many things I'm going to remember. I've even been watching Nathan, the amount of notes he's been taking. Straight away, like when I say something, he's writing it down. He's writing it with detail. I'm watching it all. Like, I've seen the amount of notes. Freddie doesn't even know me, hasn't even known me for that long. But he's still blasting out everything. I'm like paying close attention to this, because guys, what you write down is what you remember.